seconds and counting.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another Clutch City Entertainment video. It's your boy Big E here, getting ready to talk to you about what has been probably my favorite / most underrated pick that we have made, and we got it at 167. Mr. Henry To'oTo'o, the linebacker out of Alabama. If you've been listening in on the podcast, Clutch City Chronicles, the official Clutch City Entertainment podcast, it's on Spotify. I have been talking about Henry To'oTo'o a lot since we drafted him. He's definitely been my favorite pick. I see him as, the piece of coal that DeMeco Ryans can shape into a diamond. He can really shape him into a diamond. He plays the same position as DeMeco used to did. He came out of Alabama. Now, they're a different player. Of course, DeMeco, the player, is different from Henry To'oTo'o, the player. And before I even get into it, he does have a lot of flaws that he has to work on. But if there's one guy in the whole NFL that I trust to develop a Bama Mike linebacker, Mr. Henry To'oTo'o, it's DeMeco Ryans. He's the guy I trust him to develop Henry To'oTo'o and help him work on all of his flaws. We can look a bit at his positives before we get into his flaws. He's very quick to read gap runs, especially on the play side. He has good speed coming downhill to put the pullers to the spot. He's physical. He has good linear speed and fluid hips to carry receivers if he's playing in a Tampa 2 or he's covering. He's decent enough at locating incoming threats, anywhere that come into his area and zone coverage. He has great acceleration. I mean, he's going to be closing down check downs every game. As long as, it's not like he's going up against Tyreek Hill, because we're not going to play the Dolphins. But if he's going up against someone like Tyreek Hill, he's going to struggle. But he can immediately close down check downs because of how good his acceleration is. And the thing I like the most about him is that he's a hustle type of player. He's like the Marcus Smart or the Patrick Beverly for an NBA comparison. He's going to keep running after the guy with the ball till that whistle is blown. Like, he's not stopping. He's not resting. No matter how far away that guy might be, he's going full sprint. He wants to make sure, that ball isn't going into the end zone. It's going to make sure that the offense doesn't score. But we can move a bit onto his negatives. He isn't really gap disciplined against the inside zone runs. I mean, he might, fall into the wrong gap or maybe even leave his assignment early against the run and then just create easy rushing lanes. He sometimes isn't strong enough to hold his own ground, especially to shed against physical offensive linemen. When he is blitzing or he has to attack the quarterback and then there's a big offensive lineman, he's definitely going to struggle, especially in year 1, year 2. I'm not expecting Henry To'oTo'o to look good in year 1 or year 2, but maybe in like year 4, he's going to take that turn and, he's going to show us what he learned for those 3 years under DeMeco Ryans. So he's more of a project type of player. He's more of a guy you're going to wait on. You're going to give him limited minutes to show you that, what he's been doing in training, he's actually implementing in the game. And he's going to take a big step in that year 4 transition, but he's going to need some time in the league to develop for sure. He does tackle a bit high, and sometimes, he even lunges and just leaves his feet, which is very, very risky. He could lead to misses or maybe even extra yardage after contact, especially on the running back. If he's going up against Derrick Henry, yeah, I'm going to just be praying for him. If Henry To'oTo'o in year 1 goes up against Derrick Henry, yeah, it's just prayers for him. But if Henry To'oTo'o in year 4 is going up against whoever is the Derrick Henry 4 years from now, then I'll be more confident, And, his change of direction, even though we did say he has fluid hips, his change of direction is rough. It does give him issues against running backs out of the backfield, especially on different routes. And if he has to change paths, then, he might struggle with that. But some real quick notes. He did transfer from Tennessee to Bama. He was a 4-star recruit in his 2019 class. He hasn't had a major injury yet, knock on wood. He hasn't had a major injury. Hopefully he never has one, because health is wealth. Availability is the best ability. All of those stuff. if he can stay healthy, and he has proven that he can stay healthy and keep developing, keep learning, keep playing, he's going to be great in the league. I'm going to keep saying it. In his 4 seasons in college, he's had 346 total tackles, 172 of them being solo tackles. He's had 8 sacks and 28 tackles for a loss, 1 interception, 1 forced fumble, and then 5 pass deflection. So overall, he does have a very interesting athletic profile. He has linear speed that will help him come downhill against the run. He does have fluid hips. However, his lateral movement and change of direction could be an issue in the league. Those issues can be fixed, especially the tackling issue, which I've highlighted, is that he does tackle too high or too recklessly. That's an issue that can easily be fixed. We've seen Jalen Petre in week 1 not even know what a tackle was, and then we've seen him lead the team in tackles and be the second most rookie tackles in Texans franchise history, right behind DeMeco Ryans, by the way. So that's something to keep an eye out on for sure, is how his tackling will evolve. You're going to see him in week 1. He's not going to look good, even if I doubt he gets minutes in week 1, but if he does, he's not going to look that good. But we're going to see him in week 15. You're going to see that, this guy changed. This guy changed in this season. And then season by season, he's going to keep developing, especially, like I said, under DeMeco Ryan. And then, overall, he does have a lot of flaws to his game, and he might just be a backup at the end of the day. But I do see the potential there, and I love the fit with DeMeco Ryans. I mean, perfect fit. You couldn't ask for a better mentor to this guy. DeMeco Ryans is gonna love working with him. He's gonna shape him up whichever way he wants. This guy is gonna do wonders if he keeps developing and puts his head down and gets to work. But with that being said, tell me, who was your favorite / most underrated pick, other than CJ Stroud and Will Anderson? Was it Xavier Hutchinson at 205? Was it Tank Dell at 69? Let me know who it was in the comments below. And with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next video.